Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah amma ba'd. So let's continue, and we're carrying on Surah Al-Falaq. So let's go through these next ayat, okay? So I've written it down already, so we've gone up to this ayat here, which is min sharri naffathati fil uqad. Now, key thing is, we don't want to know the meanings, we just want to work it out and break it down, okay? So let's just break down each word using our minds and what we've understood so far, and to just work it out, okay? So, min, what type of word is that? So it's a harf, yeah? Let's start to use the Arabic with these common words that we're using often. We don't want any English now, okay? So we use harf, yeah? And we know what this harf means, because... No, what does this... From. Okay, because we'll do the ones which are easy. Shar, what type of word is that? What type of word is that? Ismun. Yes. And what gives you the clue that it might be ismun?
It means.
Okay, no, I mean you just look at the pattern, so it might just, the pattern might just give it away, okay. What about nafathati? What type of word would that be?
No.
Ismun. Okay, we'll go and break these ones down in a minute. And fi? Harf. Don't use English please, okay? Which means in. And then uqad. What could that be? Ismun, correct. Very good. So you're really getting to recognize what these petal words are. So now, what the next thing you should do is where you see ismun to ismun together, you know there are certain patterns, isn't there? Yeah? Okay. And when you see a harf, you know there's something that's going to affect the ismun. Yeah? Okay. So, and then harf here is going to affect the ismun here, right? We know this, yeah? So you can see, let's go for this next word. So we know min, harf. So sharrid, we know it's an ismun because it's in what case?
Genitive.
Genitive, excellent. Right? It's got a kasra. And why is it genitive? Because of the what? Because of the what? Because of the what? Because of the harf. Thank you. Which is from. You are not English speaking students, you are Arabic speaking students when you come into this classroom. So as best as you can, you speak Arabic first. Right, especially the words. Okay, so yeah, so we know that this is a genitive, alright? So we can see that it's nakasra, sharrid, so that makes sense to us. So it's from something. Now we remember we had a ismun to ismun. Now ismun to ismun has a number of options. What, namely one or two options? Sadia? Very good. So one is that it's either a noun to an adjective, and a second example it could be noun to noun, which is called in Arabic, which is called idafa. Okay? So noun to noun, right? Now the question is, when you look at this, which one is it going to be? Either noun to adjective or noun to noun, looking at this pattern. Sharrin nafathati. What do you think and why? Idafa and why? Tabaraka?
It's not to adjective.
What did I say? I said that now that you know it is an idafa, why? So how can it be noun to adjective? Explain, Tabaraka. Work it out. No, you said noun to, now you have to tell me, justify why you think it's noun to adjective. Tell me why. This is called digging graves in a viper. Because once you go off the path, we just keep you going. You dig deeper and deeper. Ahmed, why is it idafa? And Tabaraka, listen to Ahmed, he knows the answer.
Noun 1,
should be kasra, fatha or dhamma.
Correct.
Noun 2 should be definite and the ism should be genitive.
Wonderful, mashallah. You've earned your seat for next week. No matter what you do this today, you've earned your seat for next week. Very nice answer. Very professional, very assertive, confident and flowing. Perfect answer, perfect delivery. Well done, Ahmed. I like that. So exactly for that reason. Yeah? So it must mean sharri of the nafathati. Okay? Right? So we know it's of something. Alright? And then we've got fi, which is in, and then this ism is going to be what case? Because
there's a harf.
a harf. Excellent. So that, and then we see uqaddi, yeah, with a kasra. Alright, so now we can try and put this thing together. Now it comes to the stage of actually trying to know what the words mean. Alright, so we know min, from something of something. So shar, does anyone know what shar is? Because we did this last week. Sadia? Evil. Sadia, excellent. I love that answer. Excellent delivery. So shar is evil. So it says from the evil of something. So the evil of nafathati. Now, if we know this is evil, let's look at nafathati. Now, we know it's an ismun. We know it's the second noun, right, of an idatha. Can you look at that word and tell me what else you can see that it looks like? So it's what type of ismun? It's an ismun, it's in genitive. What else can we describe about this ismun? Tabaraka?
It is an ism, it is in genitive form, it is having
Yes, it's indefinite because it's a second part of idatha, yes? Ahmed? Yes, it does, but that's because of it has two shaddas. But what else do we know about nouns? What else do we describe nouns or isms as being? What about its gender? Gender.
masculine.
Huh?
Masculine.
Whoa, masculine. Why? Why is it masculine, Tabaraka? Why is it genitive? Why is it feminine? Huh?
It's because it's not feminine because it's not having power.
Yeah. So what is it then?
It's masculine.
It's feminine. So what happened to you today? Explain why it's feminine. For you to earn the Baraka seat for next week because you correctly responded correctly, and I want to know.
Because feminine is the one
Ahmed.
because of the
And why? Tell me, explain it.
because
The
because in feminine or at last it should be a
yeah. So what type of feminine is it then? Feminine.
Plural.
The genius is correct, but the genius is for a split second. But if he's really a genius, he'll give me the reason why it's plural. Why is it plural?
Because
it's evil of everyone, not one person.
No. Come on, genius. Why is it plural? You're right. I just want to know why.
because it describes everyone.
The genius falls. Ashik.
Because it's having sat, it's long.
Because it's having what long?
Alif, alif, which have.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
say
Yes. Yes. Did you hear that, Tabaraka? Look, it's got at the end, right? So let's just go through this back to our basics. We've got Muslim, yeah, which is male, right? Yes? Correct? If we want to make it female, what do we do? Tama Buruta. No, it's Muslima. Okay, so that goes into Muslima. Right? If you want to make it into plural, so many females, how do we make that into plural? Yeah, Muslimat. You see? And here we hear Nathathat. Yeah? So this is actually It's everything you've said. It's an ism, but it's a feminine ism, and it's in the plural. So if you want to know the plural of the masculine of this, so nafa. Let's go. Okay, so nafathu is male. Alright? Nafa is female. Nafat is female plural. Yeah? You got it? Nafat. Right? So now you know it's about females and it's lots of them. Right? So the evil of female what? Well, nafath is blowers who blow. To nafathu, nafatha is he blew. Yatfithu is he is blowing. Okay? So the nafath are the blowers. Right? Nafatha is the female blowers. Nafathat is the plural of female blowers. Right? So now you know it's from the evil of the female blowers. So what they're blowing, blows fi, so we want to know what they're blowing. In the air or what? Fi, blowing in, fi, something. In uqad. Uqad. Okay? So we know that uqad is an ism and it's an agentive case. So if we want to find out what it means, how will we work out what it means?
Root.
And what is the root? Correct. And we look in the dictionary, and what you'll find it means knots. Knots. When you tie a knot, so they blow into the knots. And you might think, well, what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking about? Because in those days they used to do magic by tying knots and blowing into them. This was a form of magic. So when you say, women, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ, I seek refuge in the Lord of the horizon when it rises, yeah, from, and one is from the evil of the female blowers into the knots, creating magic, which is evil and kufr, yeah. So you're seeking protection from that. So min sharri nafathati fil uqad. Okay. Now uqad is an example of a broken plural. Do you remember that? What broken plurals are? Yes or no? Forgotten? Remember Muslim? Let's go back to Muslim. Right, that's singular, Muslim. If you want to say plural of Muslim, you say Muslimuna. Yeah, which is now. This is an example of what type of plural? Sound plural, because Muslimuna, kafir, kafiruna, munafiq, munafiquna, salih, salihuna. Yeah? So all these single nouns have that plural. However, remember we said there were examples of broken plurals. Okay? And what was the example used broken plurals that we always remember? Can you remember, Arif? Sadia? Yeah, kitab and kutub. Yeah, after hearing from Sadia. Yeah, okay. Yes, Ahmed? And harf and hurf. Yes, excellent. So there you go. So here, uqad is an example of broken plural because the singular is aqada. So aqada. That's its singular, right? And then to plural goes to uqad. So you can see that's a broken plural. It's not aqadat, because you remember for sound plural for feminine, if it's muslima, it's muslimat. So instead of aqada to aqadat, it's uqad. Okay. Now there's no way of working that out. You just need to recognize it. Yeah. There's no pattern to that. Alright. You just need to know that for aqada, which is not single knot, to make it plural, which is uqad, and you just have to know it. Okay? But now you know it. Alhamdulillah. Okay? So are we clear about this ayat? Can I move on to the next? There. So we go back to again min sharri again. Ha hasidin idha hasada. So min sharri hasidin idha hasad. So automatically we've learned some words. So we know what min sharri is going to be, isn't it? Which is what? From? But what did it mean? From the evil. Yeah, because I'm not going to go because we've already broken it down. You know this, you already recognize min sharri, from the evil. So here, sharri we know is an ismun, right? Okay, and then we know it's going to be a genitive, which we know. This second word, after shar, looking at it, what do you think it might be?
No.
Huh?
No.
What?
Ismun.
Thank you. Ismun. Ismun. Okay, so here you've got ismun to ismun again. And what were the two possible patterns we had for ismun to ismun? And the other is?
Noun to adjective.
Right, which one is it going to be? And why? Shar hasidin.
Hasidin.
Noun to adjective.
Ishaq says noun to adjective.
Ashik.
Ashik. Ashik. Why ashik?
Noun.
Because I want you to dig your grave. Why is it noun to adjective?
Because if it's noun to noun,
No, why is it noun to adjective? Give me a positive answer, not why it's... Why is this noun to adjective? What is the rule for noun to adjective? What is the rule? Ashik? What's the rule for noun to adjective?
you should not have al.
No. Ashik, what happened to you? You look like when you lost your hair, you lost your brains as well. Subhanallah.
Noun to noun.
No, but my question is, why is it not noun to adjective? What's the rule for noun to adjective? Sadia.
Which noun? If noun have kasra, the adjective also have.
So if the case, so the adjective follows the noun in case, and it also follows it in.
Yes.
I just said that. What else it follows in?
Same ending.
We said that. Case ending. What else? You guys pay attention. Otherwise I need to get a hammer here. Knock some sense into you guys. Come on. You know this. That's why I'm going to be hard on you guys, because this is repetition. And this. Sorry?
Letter. Describe the word.
Come on, guys. What's happening to you guys? I have everybody sitting down, actually. It's going to be this bad. Everyone's going to be sitting on the floor. Huh? Look. Same case ending, and the same kind of, whether it's definite or indefinite. Right? So the adjective follows the noun indefinite or indefinite, as well as case ending. So here, what is the in sharri? What is it, definite or indefinite? Huh?
Definite.
It's definite, yeah? Why?
Indefinite.
Ahmed, keep quiet, because you're just going to sit down and listen to yourself. It's definite.
Definite.
Why?
Because
We have done this rule in idafa. This is idafa.
Name noun.
because
Noun one is always
the characteristic will be different.
Noun one always have al.
no.
Definite. It's definite.
It's definite without the definite article. It's always definite, but it doesn't have the definite article because it's part of an idafa. So it's from the evil. Yeah, but it doesn't have al because it's part of the idafa. The first idafa is definite in its meaning, but doesn't have the definite article, but it's definite. Alright? That's why you don't see shawrin, you see shawrin. Right? Okay, so it's definite, right? This hasidin, is it definite or indefinite? You say definite. Ahmed, you sit down now. Terrible. Sit down. Sit down. Next time. Okay. Why? Why?
Because
Okay. Let's go back to basics. The very first lesson, okay? Muslim. Let's just use a simple one. Right? If we want to say the Muslim, we say al-Muslimu. If we want to say a Muslim, we say Muslimun. Yeah? Al-Muslimu and Muslimun. Right? Okay? And if we, so it has a double vowel. So this is like it has a dammatain, yeah? Or it can have a kasratain or fathatain, yeah? But it has a tanween, right? And that tanween, one, it gives you a clue that it must be dealing with an ism, and second, that it's indefinite. You will never ever see a verb have double vowels. Cannot be a verb, so that rules that out, right? You will never see a definite article verb have a double case ending. Does not happen. It can only be an indefinite ism. Hasidin is what? Tanween? Yes or no? Tanween. You've got there. You can't miss it. It has to be indefinite, right? It has to be. It's tanween. Yeah. So if that's indefinite and this is definite, then obviously it cannot be an adjective. So although the case ending is similar, sharri is genitive, hasidin is genitive, however the definite article is not the same. Hasidin is indefinite, shar is definite, therefore it cannot be adjective. So you're left with only one other option, logically, that if it's not noun to adjective, it must be ismun to ismun. Ahmed.
but in adjective, but in idafa, it's in the first nouns, the definite is not second noun.
Yeah, but remember what we did last lesson? We introduced the idafa, which is, remember we gave the example that we said, we gave this example, the book of the boy. Yeah? So we had Kitabul Walad, yeah? Okay? Waladi, yeah? Book of the boy. But if we want to say the book of a boy, how do you do that? So here you get rid of the al. Kitabul Waladin. So that is of a indefinite. So idafa of an indefinite, and we did this last week. Yeah. The example we had for that was
The book of boy.
sorry.
The book of a boy.
No, the example in the Quran. We used this. Okay. I'm trying to think. It was قل أعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق من شر غاسق. من شر غاسق, from the evil of indefinite غاسق, the darkener, not plural of the darkener, of a darkener, the غاسقين, من شر غاسقين. So we introduced that last week. So again, you've got شر حاسدين. Yeah. So we've got to remember قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسقين إذا وقب. And then you've got من شر حاسد, same pattern. Idafa, but this is of the indefinite. So if it's indefinite, it cannot have the al. Yeah? Because it's not of the hasid, it's of a hasid. Right? Okay, so now you know it's an idafa of a hasid. The next question I want to ask you, hasid. Does that remind you of a particular noun pattern? Ismun pattern? Hasid. Ghasiq. Fa'il. Nasir. you sure? You want to put your hands up? Ahmed, are you sure? Are you sure? You sure? Bismillah. Ash.
3 letters.
Sorry?
3 letters like kutub.
What are you talking about? No. Fa'il. What is a fa'il? Fa'il. 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 Arif?
The first letter will be having.
No. No. Keep quiet. Talking nonsense. There's a proverb. Success is 1% talent and 99% effort. Success in anything you do is 1% talent and 99% effort. So Aleph, you are the talented one. But there are people that have more effort, that's why they're more successful. But imagine talent plus effort. Then you start to reach the heights. But talent without effort, nowhere, no success. But effort without talent, still success. Yeah. So the key thing is you've got to back it with effort. Okay, even though you're clever, mashallah, barakallah feekum, but you need to put some effort into it, and then you'll fly. Okay? So fa'il is our active participle. We did this. Okay? So when we did fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altum, you did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. And then you've got fa'il. He is the doer or doing. And maf'ul, the one who has been done to. Yeah? One who has been done to. Fa'il, the doer. And maf'ul, the one who has been done to. Fa'il. So hasid is the same. And like ghasiq. Ghasiq means the darkener. Right? Like fa'il, the doer. And hasid is something that's the doer of something. And that, if you look at hasada, is its root. If you go into a dictionary, okay, you'll know this is an active participle, so it's a verb derivation, right, which into a noun, either doer or doing. So hasid is from hasada. Hasada, if you look in the Arabic, means to envy. So if hasada is he envied, so what is hasid?
Giver.
The envy what? Envy what? Ahmed? Sadia? The envier. Envier. Sadia is correct. Sadia, take that seat. You deserve it. Have a seat. So hasid is the envier. Fa'il, doer or doing. Hasid, envier. Right? So it's min sharri, from the evil of, not of the envier, because hasidin. So it must be of a envier. Not of the, but of a envier. So from the evil of a envier. A hasid, an envier person. Either, what is either? Harf, yes? When. Excellent. Well done, Tabaraka. So from the evil of an envier, when hasada. So what type of word is hasada?
No.
Ismun.
Fear.
Fear. Correct. Why is it fear, Ahmed?
Because it has 3 fatha and 3 letters.
Correct. Hasada, fa'ala, jalasa, kataba, akala, darba. Okay? So hasada. Now, can anyone logically tell me what this must mean? Now that you've gone through this ayat, you should be able to work out what does hasada mean. What does hasada mean? Look at the ayat and then work out what does hasada mean. Using all the principles you've learned, you can work it out. And then hands up if you think you can give me an answer. So min sharri, from the evil of hasid, of an envier, either when hasada. Ahmed?
Jealous.
Very good. Or envied. Okay? Now, let's just break that down and understand how we got to that. Okay? Because remember, we had hasid, which has the same root as hasada, but hasid is the active participle, the envier, and hasada is its like fa'ala. So fa'ala he did to fa'il, the doer, the doing. So hasid to hasada. So it must be verb past tense, and it must be he. He envied. Right? So let's put that all together. So min sharri, from the evil, idafa indefinite, of a hasid, of an envier, hasidin, either when hasada, when he envied. Yeah? So you're seeking refuge from Allah, in Allah, from the envier, the jealous person, when he becomes jealous or envy at you. And that's what's called in Islam the nazar, the evil eye. Yeah? And we believe in that. Yeah? Evil eye is a form of black magic that people have in their hearts. So when I see mashallah, Ahmed wearing a beautiful white thobe, I should say mashallah, barakallah feekum, and not have in my heart, oh, I wish I had something so nice and white like you, and think, oh. And when you envy, okay, it's when you don't want good for that person. So it's not that I wish to have that, I wish he didn't have that. Yeah? This is envy or jealousy. Alright? And this is totally haram. So whenever we see something, so if I say, oh mashallah, Asha's got a beautiful home or beautiful clothes or whatever it might be, or any of you, we should say to each other, mashallah, barakallahu feekum. That means may Allah give blessing, give barakah to it. Yeah? And it protects that person from evil, because when you give that evil eye, you're sinning and you don't want to sin. Right? So you're protecting him as well as yourself by saying, mashallah, barakallah feekum. Very nice. So you should say that. Whenever you see something nice from your friends, even your own family members, because you can even do it amongst each other as close family members, you should say, mashallah, barakallah feekum. So like I can say, Ahmed, mashallah, is growing tall. You know, mashallah, barakallah feekum. Yeah? Okay, oh, you've gone on Umrah, mashallah, barakallah feekum. Yeah? So we should always do that as a principle. Okay? Now, there is only one instance where you can envy somebody. Now, envy is not jealousy in Islam. Envy is when you wish you had that same thing, but you don't want them to not have it. Right? Jealousy is when you don't want them to have it as well. There's one example where you can envy somebody, where you wish I had the same as that. Can you think there might be something like that, where it's actually a good thing to envy? Ahmed?
Good.
No. Because you're not allowed to envy gold or wealth, because these are things of the dunya.
Bad.
No. You can... Knowledge. This is something that you can envy. So if you hear somebody reciting beautiful Quran, or has memorized the Quran, or has good knowledge in Islam, you can envy that person. Meaning that I wish I was like him. Mashallah, I wish I was like him. That you can envy. But not the person who's driving the Jaguar or the Ferrari, or he's got millions of pounds. Oh, I wish I had that kind of wealth to spend. No, you can't envy that, because that's dunya. But you can envy knowledge and think, I wish I could have that. Or that mashallah, he knows Arabic so well, I wish I could do it like that. Yeah? Okay? Ahmed?
In Urdu also we say hasad means jealous.
Yeah, so a lot of the Urdu words you can work out, because Urdu is a combination of Arabic and Sanskrit, yeah, and Persian. So three aspects. So you will find there's a lot of Urdu words that are actually derived from Arabic. So you can work it out. Yeah. Okay. Right. Shall we carry on?
Yes. 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 Yes.
You sure? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Only one said no. What are you saying? I'll go with your decision. What are you saying? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. I think he was trying to pull the force to do that. Okay, so let us do Qul a'udhu bi Rabbin Nas. Okay, we know Qul, so I'm going to go straight to that. Qul, just shout out. Just shout out, answer. What does it mean? Yeah. Who said Ismun? Please be quiet. Whoever said Ismun. It's a verb. Yes, it's a commandment. Qul, say. Okay, say. Qul, imperative, yeah? So from qala to qul, or qulu, for lots of people say. Okay, qul. Okay, or fa'ala to uf'al. Yeah, but in qul, the alif goes, right? Okay, because it's a... But why does the alif disappear in qul? Because it's a weak verb, Sadia. Well done. Moments of brilliance come through in mashallah. More times though than alif, mashallah. Yeah, because it's a weak verb. Because it should be a qul, but it's not. Because of qawala, wa is the weak letter in it, making the verb weak. So it becomes qul. Well done, Sadia. So it's say, qul a'udhu. So what's that? Qul a'udhu. What's a'udhu? Verb, yep. And what's the root? Yeah, ayn, wa, and the. Yeah. And it's present tense, and it means what? What does a'udhu mean? I'm seeking. Oh, I seek, correct. Present tense. A'udhu, I'm seeking. A'udhuna, they are seeking. Yeah? Ta'udhu, you are seeking. Ta'udhuna, you are seeking. A'udhu, I'm seeking. Na'udhu, we are seeking. Yeah? So I'm seeking. School. Say, I'm seeking. Qul a'udhu. Okay. Bi Rabbin. Okay. So, what is this one?
Combination.
Of what?
Adjective and adjective.
What's a combination of Ahmed?
Preposition and
Yeah, so you've got preposition here. So there's two. There's a combination here, and there's a combination here as well. What's the link? So you've got preposition here, bi Rabbi. So this must be the ismun, yeah, in the genitive, because it's Rabbi. What is this combination of nas? Qul a'udhu bi Rabbin nas. Ismun, what type? Ismun to ismun. Yeah, yeah. And okay, and ismun to ismun. So it's of the nas. So qul a'udhu, I am seeking refuge with the Rabbi, Lord of the nas. Well, do you know what nas is? People. Excellent. Yeah, and this is actually, nas is the plural, because you have insan, which is the singular for like mankind, yeah, and nas is the plural, okay, of people. So I'm seeking refuge with the Lord of an-nas. Then the next bit is Malikin nas, alright. So what's happening here? Can everyone just tell me? Just shout out. Ismun to what?
Ismun.
Correct. Ismun to ismun. Why is Malik in the genitive? Why? Malik in nas. Why?
Because the first noun should have education. The second noun should be genitive.
No, why is this first noun genitive?
Indefinite.
Why is it genitive? I said. Keep quiet. I have no more talking from you today. Your brilliance is faded out and fizzled. Ashik.
Because of the proposition.
Yes. Well done. Well done. Because of bi here. Bi Rabbi. So in the Lord of and in the the king of. Malik meaning king. Where did we come from Malik before? We've covered Malik before. Which surah did we cover Malik? Huh? Surah Fatiha. Where? What's the actual verse? Maliki Yawmiddin. So now you can start to spot the words that you've covered before. So Malik, you know, king, Malik. You know it's in genitive because of this bear here. That's why it still remains in Malik, because it's in the king of Nas, which is king of the people. Excellent. Like Rabbin Nas, Malikin Nas. Yeah. So Lord of the people, king of the people. Right? Malikin Nas, which is why it will be in genitive. Yeah, because it's the second ismun of the idafa. So Malikin Nas. Then the next bit we get is Ila in Nas. So what's going on here? Ila in Nas. So can anyone work out that one? Ila in Nas. Ila. Can anyone know what Ila is? It's Ismun, correct. What's this combination again? If correct. Ismun to Ismun. Sound 2, noun 1. So what does Ilah mean? La ilaha illallah. So what does ilah mean? La ilaha illallah. Huh?
There is no.
No. It's nowhere. Ismun? No, is a la is a harf.
I'm not sure about this.
La ilaha illallah.
There is,
Ilah.
but,
Nope. La, no, ilaha.
No God.
So what does ilah mean?
no God.
No, what does ilah mean?
No.
What does ilah mean? Shh. You can't, you don't know.
There is,
La ilaha. La meaning no. Ilah meaning God. So what does ilah mean? God. Correct. You got that. Well, you didn't say it loud enough. It's always on hindsight. So ilah, so God and Nas. What does that mean? God of the people. So Qul, say, I seek refuge in the Lord of the people, the Malikin Nas, the king of the people, Ilahin Nas, the God of the people. Alright? So we'll just be on here. Min, so we're going to go now to min. So now it's what we're going to seek refuge from. It's from min sharri. Okay. So min sharri. Hold on. Yeah. Zil Nas. So let's try and write this one from min. We know what does min mean? What does it mean? I didn't say. Yeah, please listen to the question. From Sharri. What does it mean? Yeah. Because I know what you know these days. So min Sharri. From the where is there a combination somewhere? Where's the combination? Look at this. I mean Sharri waswasil khannasi. So is there a combination going on somewhere?
Yes.
Where? Show me. No, the combination is where? Okay, so let's do this one. Sharrul waswasi. So it's the evil of the waswasi, yeah? Why is it evil of? Because what's making it of? Idafa. Because you've got of al and kasra here. So it's evil of the, because it's the definite article of the something. Because this kasra will tell you that it must be of the something, yeah? So Misharul waswasi. Okay, so waswas means, does anyone know? Whispering. Okay, or the whisperer. Waswas is the whisperer. So you're seeking refuge from the evil of the whisperer. Now tell me al-khannas. How does this fit with this? First of all, what is khannas? What type of word is it? Ismun. Excellent. What type of ismun is it? Oh, why?
No, it's a name.
Yes, Ahmed?
There are three nouns. Noun 1, noun 2.
Yes, we have noun 1. So Sharri is noun 1. We've got waswas ismun number 2. But why do you say this is noun 3, khannas? Why are you making it a noun?
Because there's a
Alright, so you're saying it's evil of the whisperer of the khannas. Is that what you're saying? What did I say about in the very, I think the second or third lecture we did on Surah Fatiha? And I'll remind you of the ayat where you've got Maliki Yawmiddin. Let's just work this one through, because now we can go back to examples we've done here. Alright? Let me just do this. Maliki Yawmiddin. So you've got Maliki, right? Yawm Mid Deen. Alright? Okay, here you've got three isms, Malik, Yawm and Ad-Din. Right? So you've got Maliki in Kasra, you've got Yawmi and Dini. Okay? We know that Maliki is, the meaning was Maliki Yawmiddin, master of the day of judgment. And you're saying Sharrul Waswas al-Khannas, evil of the Waswas of the Khannas. Here, Maliki is the king. It's idafa number 1. Yawm of the day. Sadia, please sit down. See you sit down. Okay, we're better. Okay. Okay, so let's carry on. So Maliki Yawmiddin. What's that talking about? Master of the day. But where's the other in al-yawm? Why is it not Malik al-yawm? Master of the day of ad-din, of the judgment.
Because then we will not call
Sit down.
The name.
We said in the idafa, okay, no matter, the idafa can be of, and of, but we said that it's the last end of the idafa that can only have the definite article. Right? So noun 1 is definite, but it has no definite article. If it's 3 nouns, then noun 2 is also definite, but without the definite article. So noun 3, which is the end of it, has the definite article. Here, if you were to say Sharrul Waswas, that must mean that the idafa ends here. Because if it's evil of the Waswas of Khannas, then the definite article should be disappearing here. So when you see a definite article and it's in the palm of the idafa ends here. Sharrul Waswas. So Al-Khannas can only be what then? Ism. What type of ism?
Noun 2 adjective.
Yes, it's an adjective. Right? Because Al-Khannas is describing Aswas. Al-Waswasi. So Al-Khannas is describing Al-Waswasi. Right? So it's from the evil of the whisperer Al-Waswasi, and this whisperer is a Khannas describing, and that means the one who keeps retreating, the whisperer who retreats. So he whispers and then runs away. And this is the nature of Iblis, the devil. He whispers and then runs. So he makes you do an evil act. So you do the evil act, inshallah, not you, but just for the sake of the example, and then he runs away saying, hey, I didn't have anything to do with it. So you get the blame. That's the khannas, mischievous. Yeah, it's like when you're in the classroom, you can be a khannas if you say to your friend, come on, throw that bubble gum at that person. Come on, do it. And then they do it, and then you just kind of act as if I have nothing to do with it. That's a khannas. Yeah, we've all done that in the classroom, yeah? A khannas. But the devil is the ultimate khannas, because he whispers in your soul, do this, disobey your parents, do this. And then when you disobey your parents, he runs away. I have nothing to do with it. That's a khannas. Yeah? So Khannas is describing the whisperer. Yeah? So Ilahi Nas, the God of mankind, from the evil of the waswas, the whisperer, who is Al-Khannas. And remember the idea that this is adjective because there cannot be two Al's in an idafa. There can only be one Al in idafa, and that's the last noun. Everything that goes in between must be without Al, like Maliki Yawmiddin, master of the day, without Al, of the deen, which is the last bit of the idafa. Does that make sense? So you remember Maliki Yawmiddin, okay? So min sharri waswas al-khannas. I'm going to leave it there because it's been a long lesson, okay? And then we'll continue with this ayat and the rest of Surah An-Nas next time. Subhanaka wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.